All right. So responsibility only becomes a problem, right? When it slowly starts to kill you. So what does that even mean? Responsibility is supposed to be here to help us, right? To guide us, to help to keep things in containers so we can get things done. And this is the thing, guys, is you've been showing up for everyone. And I honor that. I love that, right? You're there for your family. You're there for your friends. You're there for your work. You lead, you push, you support. You do it all. And that is a beautiful thing. But the problem is that there's a weight that comes with that. There's a weight that comes with it. And we just try to pretend that it's not there. And we carry this weight into every single moment that we live. And in that space, we have nowhere to put that weight down because we're the rock for the people. We are the support for everybody. We don't have anybody to give that weight to just let off for a little bit. So then that's when it starts to slowly tear us apart from the inside out. And why don't we put down this weight? Because if we did, everything would probably just fall apart, right? And even to chance that everything falling apart, then people get let down, people get hurt, people get disappointed. You no longer reach their expectations. And if everything falls apart, also the worst part probably is that you just won't seem as strong as everybody thought you were. And that hurts the most because you are always questioning how strong you actually are. Can you truly hold this weight forever? Can you do this without actually breaking down? Can you carry this without being a burden to everyone else? Can you constantly give, and pour out without actually becoming empty? And this reminds me, right, of this. I went to like a boot camp type thing, right? And we had this challenge that we had to do, and we had a straw on those bendy straws, right? And I'm going to pretend this is one of those bendy straws. And so we had to hold that straw in between our fingers, arms fully extended, and we had to just hold it. We weren't supposed to let it drop. And so say that life is like this straw. And the thing is, if you hold it too tight, if you hold that bendy straw too tight, you squeeze too tight between your two fingers, then the straw bends and it falls, right? But if we don't hold it tight enough, then it just slips right through our fingers. And that's kind of like life. If we try to hold on to it too strongly, then the shit just falls apart. Everything starts to break. It becomes very stressful. We just can't seem to hold it exactly how we want to, even if it feels, rather, even if it looks like it's all successful and it's all pretty and everybody outside thinks that you're doing a beautiful, awesome job. You just feel like at any moment you might drop that straw. And if you just let go and you just loosen up, again, the straw falls and it feels like everything just falls through the cracks. And then you tell yourself, see, you should have never just let off the gas. You had to keep control. You had to carry the weight. Everybody's depending on you. And in some sense, right, that's true. And we've put ourselves in that position. I put myself in that position many, many, many times. And there's nothing wrong with being dependable, right? But the thing is that while you're holding that straw, you're holding out that straw, and your arms are starting to burn, your shoulders are starting to burn, your muscles are trying to stabilize, and they're firing, right? But say you get past that burn, say you get past that. The next phase is that your muscles just become numb. And there's a piece to that, right? There's a piece to that. The muscles just being numb because the pain is gone. You just don't feel it anymore. So it's like, shit, I can hold this now. I'm good. But you're not good. You're not good, because that's what happens to so many just good guys, is that they become numb and they no longer can feel anymore. They can do the work, they can show up, they can put on a smile, they can get things done, they can build certain things, but it's all numb. Though they don't get any true satisfaction from it, they don't get any true fulfillment from it. Everything is just done as a shell. There's no peace because your body is just stuck in that survival mode because you don't know how to put down the weight, and you've taken numbness for peace. But you know deep down, this is not how you want to feel every day. You know deep down that you really just want to take a breath and actually feel what peace feels like. And it's not that you want to tear everything down. It's not that you want to destroy everything that you have, right? It's not that you want to just walk out of your life and just turn away from everything. But you want to be able to shift it off. You want to be able to step into that place of peace. And the whole game is not about necessarily getting rid of responsibility. Because if you're anything like me, I like building things. I like creating. I like being challenged. I like pushing forward. I like all those things. I like being challenged, right? I take pride in that. I have fun in it. It pushes me, helps me to grow, helps me to be more, helps to see what I'm capable of. And that's a beautiful thing. But when it's done with the mask, the performance mask, then it's all just coming with weight. And the weight is stress, and the weight is survival. So even when you're trying to just take a second to breathe, just to sit in silence, it still just doesn't feel like peace. So what is the game all about? The game is being able to shift where the energy from all the action is coming from. Okay, to switch from survival to expression, right? To switch from force and you're running against the grain and you work in this battle and you're leading and it feels like a war that you're in every single day, to a place where not everything goes perfectly, but you're no longer feeling like you're in a battle every day. You're no longer waking up feeling like you're just in survival mode, right? You're making things happen. You're finding ways to actually flow with life and actually build more and build faster than you did when you were struggling with it, right? To build better communication and connection with the people that you really want to, instead of feeling like you're butting heads every day, right? This is about shifting, right? It's about creating and building from a place of inner peace and clarity, right? That confidence without the fear of judgment and everything else that comes with the mask. So this shift, right, from just discipline for outcomes into structure, right, that enables you to fine tune, right, and deepen your inner strengths and outer strengths, right? You build that structure so you can excel every single day. It's not just about discipline to control and just, keep yourself in the headlock every single day, right? It's about growth. It's about expression. It's about knowing all the power and the creativity and the expression that you have inside of you and putting that into everything that you're doing, into your relationships, into your business, into your friendships, into just your own peace, sports, whatever, weightlift. It doesn't even matter, but you're building all of it from the inside out. And so on January 15th, I'm going to be having a free virtual meeting for men, right? Men that are ready to have this discussion, to talk about this, how to make this shift, right? How to look at everything that you built up to today and realize that, you know what? I can do this with a hell of a lot more peace and probably even build greater, right? I can do this without looking for the validation. I can do this without fearing any type of judgment, right? That if things fall apart, people are going to look at me weird, right? I can do this without wearing the performance mask and actually be authentic and truly myself. And so The only point of entry for this conversation is going to be a survey. It has like 5 questions, takes about 2 minutes to do. And this survey is going to dictate how this meeting goes. I don't have a pre-built agenda. I want you to show up. I want you to be open. I want you to be ready to talk. I want you to be real. I want you to be in some place where you can actually be authentic and truthful about the good and the bad, particularly the bad, right? And there will be some hot seat coaching and things like that, but there won't be any sales pitch at the end. There won't be any invitation to a group. The only thing that I may share is a link that you can schedule a call if you want to do something. But besides that, this call, this meeting is just about value. It's about connection. It's about let's talk about these things that we're not really talking about. And so I will put the link down below and I'll see you there, brother. Peace.